Well, hello, good afternoon, and welcome in, everybody. From beautiful Mossheim and Hal Buddy Pruitt Field ahead of some postseason high school baseball on a Wednesday afternoon. Today looks a little bit different than we thought it would be. 5:30 first pitch initially scheduled in Lower Afton at Chuckey-Doak. That game has now been moved. 7 o'clock first pitch here from West Greene High School after a monsoon came through Afton. But hey, Tyler Nichols, Matthew Plaza here with you. We're ready to go. We're gearing up. We're ready for some postseason baseball. Hope you're ready too. It's Chuckey-Doak West Greene set to battle for a third time this season, meeting in the district tournament for the fifth time since just 2021. A ton of familiarity, a ton of enmity between these two squads, and quite frankly, they don't like each other very much. After surviving a down-to-the-wire scare last night, West Greene, the cardiac buffs, if you will, looking to keep it rolling after a walk-off win over another in-county rival. Chuckey-Doak, meanwhile, they've struggled as of late, but they'll look to change its tide as well. The defending district champions looking to knock off their rivals for a third time this season. We know how difficult that can be. It's a rematch of last year's district title match as well, but it comes a day early in the second round of the district championship. Stay with us. We get you for first pitch just around the corner right after these messages on First Horizon Green Sports Zone.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money. For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has proudly served the Tri-Cities with a personal touch, because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet repairs to full plumbing repiping, we have the experience and expertise to get the job done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect solution for your home. Our technicians stand behind their work and always leave your space clean and spotless. Looking for a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
Hello once again, and welcome back in here at Hal Buddy Pruitt Field for the second day of the District 1 AA tournament. Matthew Plaza alongside Tyler Nichols here. Audio-only cast, so new for us here at Green Sports Zone. Not allowed to stream the district or region tournaments moving forward without paying the fee that comes with it. So we'll be audio-only from here on out throughout the postseason for baseball. But glad you're with us here on a Wednesday afternoon. Again, the start time, the location has changed. This now becomes an essential away game for this Chuckey-Doak Black Knights team, who started the day thinking they were going to host and potentially play in its final game at home this season. Now it's West Greene playing at home for the second consecutive night. Tyler, there's a song by Modest Mouse. It's We'll All Float On, okay? We'll all be all right. We'll fight through it. We'll rise to the top. I feel like that's what we're doing here, fighting through, staying resilient, and here we are a couple of hours removed from our initial start time, about ready to go.
It always gets weird around district tournament time. You look at the district championship last year, you had West Greene playing Johnson County here, and then they had to travel to Chuckey-Doak to play. Now it's kind of the opposite. Chuckey-Doak's traveling to West Greene to play, but we're not even out of the winner's bracket yet. This is the first game for Chuckey-Doak, the second for West Greene. Chuckey-Doak will be playing at West Greene as the home team. Chuckey-Doak keeping the gate money and then bringing their gate person here. I think David Brooks running the PA at West Greene. It's not normal by any means, but one thing that we will say will be normal is the game itself. Of course, we know what's at stake. You win, you advance to the winner's bracket final to play either Johnson County or Unicoi County. You lose, you drop in, and you play the loser of that game. So a lot on the line. It's a district tournament. The stakes aren't quite as high yet, but they're all high when you get into the district tournament.
And it is a double elimination bracket. Now, don't get me started on the format of the bracket itself. It's mind-bogglingly dumb. It's terrible, the format that they came into the tournament with, despite, 5 of the 6 coaches disagreeing with it. One of the 6, disagreed. You could probably guess who that is. And so the bracket stays the same. There'll be 2 0-1 teams going against each other tomorrow in the loser's bracket, and the loser of this game will also play the loser of that Unicoi County and Johnson County game tomorrow. Tell me why 2 1-1 teams will play each other and then 2 0-1 teams will play each other. I'm not quite sure, but that's how we'll do it tomorrow. And let's just say nobody else is on board with it except for one. But anyway, let's jump into this one here. West Greene 14-14 on the season after last night's win over their cross-county rival South Greene. Chuckey-Doak 16-14 on the season. They were 8-2 in the district, Tyler. They knocked off this West Greene team via run rule earlier in the season. We were there for that one. They also took Unicoi County to the brink, really in both games, and save for an inning. They really hung neck and neck with the top-seeded Blue Devils. But you got to feel like coming into the tournament, it's really outside of Unicoi County a race for second place between Chuckey-Doak, West Greene, and Johnson County.
Yeah, and this is going to be the game that kind of gives you that opportunity to get back at Unicoi County, barring an upset to Johnson County. This is so weird, by the way, just mentioning how West Greene's getting announced as the away team first at home. It's going to be one of those days, but
number 11, Carter Steele.
It's about strategy in the game of baseball, and it's more about strategy even more when you get into the district tournament. Seeing, you think Chuckey-Doak's first game of the district tournament, you're thinking Lincoln Cutshaw. It's actually Gavin Crum today. So you're saving pitching for a later date when the games become more important. So it's weird how things are set up. But for West Greene, you really don't play well yesterday. You're trying to kind of take that seventh inning magic into this game. See if you can kind of take that into today and fuel yourself off of it. And Chuckey-Doak riding a 3-game losing streak coming in. They're also trying to figure things out coming into this district tournament. So neither team really hot at the moment, so I don't quite know what we'll see coming out here at the beginning.
And kind of to that point, Coach Willis talked about it. He doesn't have a 1 and a 2. He's got a 1A and a 1B. Lincoln Cutshaw is looked at as that 1A type character, but it's Gavin Crum who we saw pitch against this Buffalo team back on the second to last day of March. Here we are on the final day of April. How fitting, a month removed from that first game. Crum and Cox pitching against each other. As we know, Jaden Cox, one of the best arms in the region, as a left-handed arm, and then especially, in the county, probably that second-best left-handed pitcher that we have seen. So I'm especially excited to see these two go against each other for a second time this season on the Hill.
Exactly, and it's all about pitching whenever you're in a game of baseball.
Number 6, Cooper C.
If you've got Jaden on the mound tonight, too, I don't know if that favors West Greene more, but having your number 1 on the mound that he's used to is a huge plus for West Greene. And you've also got Ethan Carpenter, who had the magic yesterday at the plate, but you would expect we'd see him sometime tonight also. And if you're Chuckey-Doak, you've kind of got your pitching kind of rested a little bit. So if you need to throw Lincoln out there to kind of put out a fire, if you keep him to 25 or less, then you're good. Do you see Kipton Ball? Do you see Gavin Murray? Chuckey-Doak, I think, will be more interesting to see who they throw out there because they're more rested. West Greene, I think you know who you'll see out there tonight. It's just going to be when will you see each of them and how far will Jaden be allowed to go into the game.
All that and more about to be answered here right before first pitch. So first pitch starters coming up right after this. It's Chuckey-Doak and West Greene in the district tournament right here from First Horizon Green Sports Zone.
Remove your cap.
Your project needs power. Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric Supply.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your need. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
Well, hello and welcome back here from Hal Buddy Pruitt Field. Chuckey-Doak West Greene, second round of the District 1 AA tournament. Matthew Palazzo alongside of Tyler Nichols. Hey, it's new for you, it's new for us as well. Audio only broadcast here today, so sit tight, hang with us. We'll try to describe the action as best as we can, but my goodness, what an absolute joy and exciting day it is here on a Wednesday from Mossheim, Tennessee. Not a whole lot of games, though, but as the district tournament begins here for these larger districts like District 1 2A, when you've got 5 or 6 teams, District 1 2A's got 6 teams, you're going to have to start earlier in the week. And then when you eye that region tournament beginning next Wednesday for some, you got to get the tournament done, especially with the impending weather as bad as it could be throughout the week. But anyway, all that's neither here nor there. We're playing the game. It's at West Greene. It's later than expected, but we're about to get underway. Gavin Crum, the starting pitcher on the mound for the Chuckey-Doak Black Knights, 16-14 on the season, finished the season 8-2 in district play, coming into the district tournament as the 2 seed. They earned that bye into the second round. They're led by head coach Jacob Willett in his second season at the helm here at Chuckey-Doak. Overall, Tyler, his 12th season affiliated with Chuckey-Doak. He graduated back in 2018. The all-state pitcher, once upon a time in shortstop, once upon a time also a Tusculum University pitcher, but here at the second season at the helm of his alma mater. Gavin Crum, he was stellar the last time out. 4 1/3 innings of work against this West Greene team, allowing 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 of which were earned. Struck out 8. This is the big one for me. No walks on 100 pitches. And I think you're going to see that from both pitches here today. Got to stay consistent, got to locate well if you want to keep this within reach.
Absolutely. The walks are a huge reason why
Now
West
batting,
Greene was
number
able to
10.
win yesterday. South Greene was able to walk them a lot, and they drew 5 walks, were struck by 5 pitches. It's 10 free bases that South Greene gave West Greene. If Chuckey-Doak limits that tonight, I think West Greene may have a hard time being able to get on base and score runs tonight.
Well, Jonah Bath going to step to the plate, lead things off for the West Greene Buffalo. Second team all-conference selection a season ago. Also a first team all-county selection last year. Gavin Crum, the right-handed pitcher out of the windup, will pump in the first offering. It's belted to right field, hooking, and it's over the right fielder's head.
Wow.
And it'll hop the fence on a ground rule double. Jonan Bath on the first pitch he sees with a stand-up double, and the Buffaloes are in order after just 1 pitch.
It's a way to start a game.
Wow.
Now batting, number 2.
And Sauceman misjudged it at first, took a step up and then tried to almost reverse course, but I mean that ball was scorched out to right.
His defense too, it didn't really look like it had a lot of carry to it.
Yeah, it was on
didn't really
rope
get
there.
High off of the ground, and we're 1 pitch in and we've already got a runner in scoring position.
So first pitch, first hit of the day for West Greene. They've got no outs with a runner on second, and it's Jonan Bath, always a threat to steal, although he is just a catcher. Probably the only catcher that we'll see here in any classification, any district that stays. Yeah, that's interesting to see. A little bit smaller than other catchers.
Point to make also is look who's at the plate now.
Yeah. Jaden Cox, the left-handed batter.
How big would this be for him if he can drive Jonan home before he even gets to the mound?
Now the bunt call was on. He poked at it, and it is a strike call. He'll hit himself in the helmet. Didn't like what he did there. But Cox 1 for 4 with a double in game 1 between these two teams this season. Not a rubber match. Chuckey-Doak has won the first 2 matchups. Overall, their 20th meeting since 2021, since those conference and the affiliate schools realigned. It's hard to believe they've played 20 games in the last 6 seasons, yet here we are. Cox puts a drive into this one. It's hooking high in the air. Shallow center moving out to grab it. Just on the infield cusp is Lincoln Cutshaw. 1 out is put away.
Now batting, number 11.
So that's good to see from Gavin, to see him bounce back after allowing that first pitch ground rule double. And it's a much, much different feel now that you got Carter Still stepping to the plate after putting down Jaden Cox. You've got an out recorded now, and you've got a runner in scoring position in Jonan Bath. Cutshaw going to keep him honest, and a first pitch breaking ball is buried for a strike.
If Coach Willett knew that the game was going to be played at West Greene today, you think he would have thrown Lincoln? Lincoln's been dominant on this mound.
He
the last
really
2
has.
seasons.
This one gets out of the way
Surprised
and
he
out of the
didn't-
hand.
Surprised he didn't catch it.
Carter Stills, known for those Spidey-type reflexes, will step in. The count even at 1-1. The pitch by Crum. It's upstairs, letter high for a ball. Carter Stills, the two-way star here in his freshman season in Mossheim. We'll dig in from the right-handed batter's box. Both these teams wearing the black jerseys here today as Crum kicks and delivers the 2-1. It's low for a strike. It's knotted up 2-2. Black Knights in the black jerseys, black numbers and lettering with the white trim, white pants with the black pinstripes. West Greene, conversely, black jerseys, navy blue numbers and lettering with the gold trim and the gray pants, blue piping. Steals grounds one left side. Kipton ball and gloves. It throws across the diamond. Good for out number 2. Very timely and needed outs for this Chuckey-Doak defense after allowing that leadoff double. And just like that, they've recorded the 2 outs, and Math is still left stranded over at second.
A lot of soft contact, too. You saw the pop fly out to the edge of the infield grass and then just a little easy grounder over to Kipton ball, too. Gavin doesn't give up a lot of hard contact. I think that's something that is kind of a hidden it's a good part of his game, that he's not – he doesn't give up a lot of hard contact, so pretty easy for the defense to play with that.
Definitely one of those pitch-to-contact guys, very much unlike Lincoln Cutshaw, who's that high strikeout type of guy. He's going to bury that breaking ball. He's going to look to be aggressive. Gavin Crum not afraid to just pitch to the bats as Brandon Hunter swings over top of the first pitch, count at 0-1 as Crum delivers a second pitch breaking ball. This one loops in for a strike. And the Buffaloes, despite getting that leadoff double, might be in trouble here.
He may have heard you say that he didn't have strikeout stuff.
Here's the 0-2. It's outside. Fastball got away from Crum just a bit. And it's 1-2 for Brandon Hunter. He had a really good game the first time these two met. The 2-for-3 performance, had a double, had 2 RBIs. I remember that double hit the right center field wall out at Chuckey-Doak. A good third baseman for this West Greene team. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Crum kicks, delivers. It's rolled over on and driven foul by Hunter. And he will live to see one more.
I like the energy West Greene's got right now, too. I wonder how those boys felt when they figured out they had one more home game.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's sad for Chuckey-Doak, obviously. Coach Willett talking beforehand. Coach Jimmy Willett talking about, man, I wish we could have got our guys that one last game. But on the other side of the coin, you're West Greene. You get blessed with another home game you didn't think you'd have.
Kind of gives you a little extra energy going into the game.
Crum fires the 1-2, and it goes behind Hunter. It's caught by Cooper C. Bass stays put over at second base, and Hunter has worked a couple of balls to even things up 2-2.
He didn't flinch one bit either.
I wouldn't have gotten out of the way either. That's a free bag.
Sometimes players flinch. He didn't flinch one bit.
Gavin Crum out of the stretch here. Eyes the runner at second, delivers home. The 2-2 breaking pitch, line towards right. It'll fall for a base hit. Bath is waved around home, and no throw comes in. It's 1-0 West Greene on the RBI base knock from Brandon Hunter.
Now batting, number 3.
So the leadoff double pays dividends for the Buffaloes, and that's a really good piece there by Brandon Hunter, using the opposite field, driving it out towards that right side. And Jonan Bath, we know the wheels that he has. Randall Sauceman wasn't even going to commit a throw home because that one was pretty much in the books the second it left the bat. So a runner on first now with 2 outs. West Greene leads 1-0.
Jonan was a pretty good ways off the bag, too, right there. I think he and Randall both saw it about the same time that it was touching down, and it was 2 outs anyway, so Jonan was running on contact nonetheless. But once he saw that it was hitting down, he was closer to third than he was where he started at second. So
Julian Greenlee stepping in from the cleanup spot, or excuse me, the 5 spot. And you'll see a strike here to even it up 1-1. The kids call him King Julian, the freshman DH here today for the Buffalo offense.
It's a good nickname to have.
Here's the 1-1. It's fouled back. We're covered by a fence, but it just.
We're covered
man,
by
that thing came right to us. Yeah, we're good. We got
Still makes you jump.
Yeah. What's the old discount double check? We've got coverage. We're good. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. Crum comes set out of the stretch. Hunter gets the lead over at first. Greenlee steps in. Here's the 1-2. His slider misses away, and the count evens up 2-2.
Before that happened also, I think they might have called a hit and run because Brandon was going towards second on that play too. So if Julian did get one down right there, that would have spelled trouble. Could have been looking at a 2-0 ball game.
Crum offers the 2-2. It's
That's
lifted
down
softly.
also.
Shallow right field. It'll fall for a base hit. And West Greene with their 3rd knock of the inning. And they've got 2 on with 2 outs. They're not saying die just yet.
And it's crazy that everything's going to right
Now
field
batting,
also.
number 18.
It's not being pulled. It's not being shot through the gap. They're late on everything. I mean, you're seeing bloop shots. Okay, Jones was hit pretty well. I will say that. Bloop shots.
Yeah, the last 2
one
have
that
been.
just touches down right in front of Randall. They're all late, too. So those are the kind of hits you just kind of shake your head at because –
Aiden Willett steps in. He's one of those kids you say he's well put together. A towering figure, the Buffalo first baseman from the right-hand side. Put a charge behind one last night in that last inning, as you told me.
Well, what's funny, too, is the last pitch he saw in the South Green game last night, he took to the helmet, and the first pitch that he saw this game, he had to duck to make sure he didn't get another.
Very nearly got clipped again. It's 2-0. Crum, after recording those 2 quick outs against Cox and Stills, has labored just a bit. Here's the 2-0. And the strike pitcher that we were talking about a few moments ago is struggling to find the zone here. 3-0 the count on the Buffalo power hitter Willett.
Willett's an interesting prospect, too, because you don't ever really give anybody the green light on 3-0. But, God, if he gets it.
If he runs into one, that thing is not staying in the yard.
4-pitch
walk, and that'll do a job all the same. Jacob Willett, the Black Knight head coach, going to make his way out onto the diamond, have a word with his pitcher, his battery, and his entire infield as they converge to the hill. You talk about the slow start that the Buffaloes had last night, falling behind 5-1 against South Green. Took them a while to wake up, and then finally you get into that 6th inning. You break through, and you put up that 4 spot, and eventually the one in that final frame, the walk-off winner by Ethan Carpenter. Probably good for Coach Sauceman to see his team getting juiced up early here in this one.
West Greene, you almost wonder if, like I mentioned earlier, if the fact that they figure out that we're playing one more game at home, you almost wonder if that gives you extra energy, extra juice, because you walk off the field last night with a walk-off win over South Green. That's the last time we get to play at home this year. Then all of a sudden you figure out, we're going back to play at home. It kind of gives you a little more excitement. You're more comfortable at home. Every team is better at home. Both teams have to travel, so that part of it kind of gets washed out. But you can still see West Greene really, really amped up right now.
The 0-0 by Crum is lifted out into shallow right center, and this one will fall for another hit. Atchison gets to it. The relay home, not in time. 2 come in for the Buffs. They lead it 3-0 on a 2 RBI single by Bronson Brown. The damage that they've done with 2 outs. Back-to-back singles, a walk, and now a 2 RBI single with 2 outs from Brown. And West Greene has completely taken control here in the top of the first. 3-0.
Where did it land?
Shallow right center.
And look who you got up at the plate now.
The left-handed hitter, Christian Hunter, right fielder. I believe that's the twin brother of Brandon Hunter. No, not twin. They're both seniors.
They're both seniors, though, but not twins.
I'm not sure how that works out. I thought someone told me earlier this season they were twins, but guess not. Here's the 1-0. It's lifted up by Hunter, hooking foul towards the line. Kipton ball will drift back to make the grab, and the nightmare inning comes to an end for Chuckey-Doak. Opportunistic Buffs, though. They take 3 here in the top of the first. They take a 3-0 lead, and the Black Knights will grab the bats. They'll bat for the first time. Cook, Ball, and Sauceman come to the plate when we return. This is Greene County Baseball on First Horizon, Greene Sports Zone.
Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
Well, after a slow start last night, West Greene jumps out to nothing but the sort. Quick and easy, 3 runs on 4 hits. They leave 2 on base, and thanks to a 2 RBI single, with 2 outs, Bronson Brown able to scratch across those latter 2 runs and make it a crooked number. Brandon Hunter would contribute the first run of the game while driving that one in, and West Greene is taking control here early on, and their stud lefty's coming out to throw his first inning of the ball game.
And it started on that first pitch. Jonan Bath drives one to right field that results in a ground rule double, and after one pitch, when you have somebody on second base and you're playing at home, it's a different situation because you never lead off on your home field. So you have the opportunity as a home team to jump ahead first and take control before that visiting team does. So huge plus for the Buffs right here in such a weird day to be able to take control early.
Jaden Cox, the left-handed pitcher, gets the start today for the Buffaloes. Was not the losing pitcher of record the first time up. He went and threw 104 pitches, 5 1/3 innings of work. Looked really good until that 6th inning, really, allowing 6 hits and 5 runs, only 3 of which were earned. He struck out 7. He walked 3. He also hit 2 others. But Jaden Cox, as we know, just going to be a force for this next season here in Mossheim. Just a junior.
Just a junior.
But so talented. I really enjoy watching him throw. 1-2, the count on Chuckey-Doak's leadoff batter in Shane Cook. The left fielder digs in. The 1-2 misses away. Lefty on righty matchup. Cook was 3 for 4 with a double in an RBI in Game 1. By far the most productive offensive piece in that Black Knight lineup. The 2-2 blown right past Cook, and it's the first strikeout that we've seen here today. Cook goes down swinging, and Cox records his first punch-out of the outing.
Captain Ball.
Again, I'm going to talk about this all stream, but it's weird how we have Chuckey-Doak's walk-up music at West Greene.
Yes.
It's just going to be weird all game.
Cox delivers wide on the 0-0, and it takes a village, right? You got David Brooks here. Saw Angie Beats, who was at the gate at Chuckey-Doak. She beat us here to get all the gate money and to collect all the tickets. You also had Sanja bring in the concessions from Chuckey-Doak to West Greene, and that's a quick turnaround to get all those moving pieces together. Kipton Ball going to hook one into right center, and moving in to make the grab was Christian Hunter.
He got a good beat on that.
Amazing job tracking the ball in that right center field gap where West Greene found all of its hit in that top of the first inning. Thought we were going to have another one, but Christian Hunter, like a hawk, chasing that one down.
That's how the games went so far. You kind of shallow more towards left center because of where everything's fell so far.
Oh, this one's going to peg Randall Sossman square in the back. And Cox has allowed his first base runner of the day. Sossman aboard with 2 outs.
Sossman's not had a fun game so far. Everything's been hit his way so far, and
number 6,
1 pitch into the plate appearance and takes one to center the back.
Well, you told me last night, I believe, it was how many hit-by pitches for South Greene pitching?
5.
5 hit-by pitches last night on this very field here at the Buddy. So, I mean, I'd be a little wary. I know this is not South Greene here, but still. Here's the 1-0. It's lifted back off the bat at Cooper C. C, one of the – I haven't checked the numbers lately. I know Will Harmon's number is creeping up there, but C, I'd venture to say he's either top 2, he might be 1 in the county as far as doubles are concerned. This kid is a double machine, an absolute slugger at the catcher position. Here's the 1-1. It finishes high, and C jumps ahead 2-1. Now is it Chuckey-Doak's turn to try to mount a 2-out rally. The left-handed Cox comes set, slides home, and the slider misses outside, but it's a called strike. Can't make our typical facial reactions here. We're caught on camera, Tyler. They've got the tape. The 2-2 is driven on the ground left side. Hunter fields it cleanly, throws across, and is good for out number 3. Still 3-0 Buffs, hit by a pitch, and that's all as they get out of the inning unscathed. To the top of the second we go as you listen to Chuckey-Doak and West Greene in the district tournament here from First Horizon Green Sports Zone.
In Greenville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference. At the Main Brand Hair Company,
we wrangle your tangles!
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside. Or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now, get it straight from our doors to yours.
Welcome back to Hal Buddy Pruitt Field. Chuckey-Doak and West Greene doing battle here in the second round of the district tournament. After a top of the first inning, which the Buffs produced 4 hits, they scratch on 3, and they are able to get on board for the first time. And then a bottom of the inning, Tyler, that saw its chances for Chuckey-Doak, but ultimately
now batting,
Buffalo defense playing much better than it did at the start of the game yesterday, and they get the 3 outs rather quickly and take this 3-run lead to the second.
Yeah, and outside of one pitch that strikes Randall in the back, you get it out of that inning pretty clean without allowing any base runners. So
Ethan Carpenter to lead things off for the West Greene Buffaloes. Tyler, you were here last night. Carpenter played hero for that Cardiac Buffs comeback bid against South Greene. Had the walk-off winner in that 6-5 victory over the Rebels. Caught up with a lot of emotions after that game last night. Quickly falls behind 0-2 here.
Perfect timing on that hit, too. I mean, it couldn't have been any more well-placed up the middle.
The 0-2 swung on and missed, and Gavin Crum has his first strikeout of the day. Knights go around the horn. The throw will sail into left field, but that's a good start after a shaky first to build some momentum with 1 out, nobody on.
First little bit of action Shane Cook's got all day.
Yeah.
I was about to mention he could have went out there and taken a nap in left field, which is something that I heard that you have done before, according to assistant coach Jimmy Willett.
He said I took a nap?
Yeah, he said that he walked out of the office one day and you were taking a nap in left field.
Listen, that Jimmy said that?
Jimmy did.
Okay, I believe him.
He told me that right after we parted ways going up the hill at Chuckey-Doak.
I'd have to ask him about this. It's 0-2. There's a certain former assistant coach watching that might be able to confirm.
You're not denying it, though, so you're saying it is possible.
I don't remember it, but I got a terrible memory, see. The leadoff batter, Jonan Bath, after that ground rule double to start the game, digs in here in an 0-2 count. Crum delivers. Bath lifts it high. Left side of the infield. Cutchaw trying to find it through the clouds, and Shane Cook will run all the way in and make the grab running into the infield dirt. That's quite the play for the left fielder who could have been sleeping.
Yeah. That's a far ways to travel for a left fielder, too. You got to just let Lincoln get that one right there. But
yeah, he catches it where the shortstop position normally stands, so he comes all the way out. I mean, that's got to be covering 100 feet.
Because you look at West Greene's field, it kind of has a slight little slope off the infield dirt into the outfield grass. So maybe that's what Shane's thinking as he sees that and wants to come in and get it where Lincoln doesn't have the opportunity to stumble or fall. But
1-0 misses inside here on Jaden Cox, who popped out his first time up. It's 2-0 for the left-handed bat, batting second in this West Greene lineup. Crum delivers. Cox lifts it left side foul. Kipped in ball, will camp underneath it, easily retire. Out number 3, a quick 1-2-3 frame for the night defense. Coming up, numbers 5, 6, and 7, Palazzo, Crum, and Cutchaw when we come back. This is the Bachman Bernard Game of the Week, presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hard-working equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
Well, we head to the bottom of the second inning. For those just now joining, what happened here, a game that was initially scheduled for a 5:30 first pitch at Chuckey-Doak High School was on before the rain came through. A monsoon wipes through Afton, and we start scrambling, trying to get the field ready there. They say, no, the field at West Greene is fine. We're going to pick it up. We're going to move. So they did. 7 o'clock, that's when it was delayed until an hour and a half from the time it was initially expected to start. So the game is moved from Chuckey-Doak to Mossheim. Chuckey-Doak's still the home team. They still get the gate. They still run the concession stands even. They've even got their own walk-up songs. Both teams actually, which is pretty nice, have their own walk-up songs. Yet here we are. Bottom of the second, Knights find themselves trailing 3-0 after getting punched in the mouth to start this ball game. Jaden Cox out of the windup will begin the attack on Ben Palazzo, the first baseman. He will see a ball low to jump ahead in the count. Jaden Cox will rock, wind, and deliver. Palazzo sees it belt high for a strike. A good outing last time these two faced. Palazzo going 3 for 3, 2 doubles and 3 RBIs. A monster day for Ben as he swings through the 1-1 to fall behind 1-2. Just a week and a half ago, had that 2-homer game against the Hampton Bulldogs. Not the case here, as the break-in pitch will send Palazzo down on strike, swinging. And there's one down with nobody on.
Now batting, number 0.
A good piece of work there by Jaden Cox, attacking Palazzo. 3 straight strikes to end the at-bat, and the first out is recorded. Still nobody on, as Gavin Crum will step to the plate for a first time. Crum, another guy, you talk about his prowess on the mound. He's also had a very good offensive series against his Buffalo team this season. The 1-0 looked at outside.
I think he found his power against West Greene earlier in the season.
And Crum's up to, 8 homers on the season now?
Is he really?
Yeah, I think last time I checked he was. He's that last game against West Greene, 2 for 3, 3 RBIs and a double. And then that game before where he had that walk-off homer heard around the county. And heard off the Jeep door, of course. That still is not getting – it hasn't gotten fixed yet. I tried.
I like Nathan's idea at the station. Get a sticker of a baseball.
Yeah.
On there.
High cheese here from Jaden Cox, and it's a second strikeout for the Southpaw. 2 down, nobody on after back-to-back Ks.
Now batting,
Knights trailing 3-0 here, bottom of 2. So 2 outs. Lincoln Cutshaw will step in for a first time. Very dangerous, probably the most dangerous 7-hole hitter in Greene County here this season. You're talking about a guy who was in the top of the order last year. Coach Willett mixes it around throughout the offseason. Now he finds himself batting in the bottom half, and he's kind of found himself comfortably in that 7-hole for the large part of this year. The 1-1 bounces on home plate, and it's good for a ball. 2-1 for Cutshaw. So a quick battle back and forth here. Cox wastes no time. The wind up in and missing low. It's 3-1. Cutshaw jumps ahead. Jaden Cox with his 28th pitch of the day. Very efficient so far. 15 strikes. Here's the 3-1. It's low. Looked at by Cutshaw, and he will draw the 5-pitch walk. Chuckey-Doak's got their first man aboard here in the second.
Now batting, number 12, Braxton.
So a hit by pitch and a walk, and that's been the only real sign of struggle so far from Jaden Cox. Both of those have come with 2 outs. Cutshaw, the base runner, will get the lead at first as Braxton Lowe, the freshman, will step in and swing through the first pitch, fouled back into the mitt of Jonan Bath. I've got a kid in Braxton Lowe. The average hasn't necessarily been there, but has performed pretty well against West Greene this season. A 2-for-5 game. Or 2 for 4, the last time that these two played. Has really come into his own here in his freshman season. Playing a good deal of slot receiver for the Black Knight football team. He can quite get the hardwood in the winner, and he'll get pegged in the back here. My goodness. square between the 1 and the 2, and the freshman will trot down, and Chuckey-Doak's got their first in scoring position on the night.
Now batting, number 99.
And like you mentioned last inning with Chuckey-Doak, do you have a little bit of a 2-out rally right here? Now you've got 2 on. Jaden still hasn't allowed a hit yet. Giving 3 passes through a 5-pitch walk and a hit by pitch with Dom up at the plate right here with the opportunity to do a lot of damage.
Atchison, the senior center fielder, steps in, the 9-hole batter. Cox delivers home. It's inside and laid off of by Atchison. He'll jump ahead 1-0. Low at first, Cutshaw's at second. Infield playing at normal depth. Cox delivers, and this induces a swing and a miss from Atchison. Count even at 1. Excellent pitch there by Cox. Has really had that heater dialed in here today. Sent down both Palazzo and Crum on that fastball. He'll attack Atchison, the 1-1 on the breaking pitch, and it's low in the dirt for a ball 2. 2-1, the new count on Atchison. Talk about three-way stars. Atchison, no different. 3-sport athlete during his time at Chuckey-Doak High School. The 2-1 is healthily swung at. Right through it for strike 2. The count knotted up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cox looking to get out of the inning. The lefty kicks quickly. Atchison swats one opposite field. It'll fall for a base hit. The runner from second is kept up at third, and nobody will score, but the bases will be loaded with 2 outs after a 2-out single from Dom Atchison to break up the no-hitter.
Now batting.
Good for Dom to get on base right there, but you just wonder if he gets that.
Yeah.
If it's hit a little softer, do we have a 3-1 ball game right now?
Or if we just see a better jump. I don't think Cutshaw got the greatest of jumps off a second, like we saw Bath get in the top of the first.
If it's hit softer over there, he's probably rounding third for a play at the plate.
Cook digs in here. The batter with 2 outs will wave at the first one, but it's fouled away.
That's parking lot.
Dangerous dugout setup here at West Greene. I've always thought that.
Wide
Smaller
open.
Dugouts and wide open.
Yeah.
And a lot of people standing in that opening. Here's the 0-1. It's looked at by Cook for a ball.
Used to be the safest. Renovations have been done this past offseason.
To make it more unsafe.
To make
but
it
way
a little
cooler.
more dangerous.
Way cooler. I'll take the trade-off. Here's the 1-1 by Cox as Cook's
South Green
watches it for a strike.
Same as Chuckey-Doak. Low fence, wide open. North Green, same way.
Yeah. South Green also used to be like Chuckey-Doak's higher fences. Used to be boxed in. Kind of like Camp Creek if you ever played there. The old K-8 Camp Creek, which is now South Green Middle, I guess. Still Camp Creek, right?
Camp Creek Elementary and South Green.
Camp Creek Elementary. I guess the field is still there. Not sure what the baseball field looks like. Here's the 2-2. A breaker fouled back by Cook. The inning and the at-bat stays alive.
Lucky to get a piece of that one. It's a good breaking ball. You feel like Chuckey-Doak's ready to bust it open right here.
Oh, absolutely.
You feel like it's
upstairs, and the count fills up 3-2. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Knights looking to scratch their first of the game.
I feel like the pressure's mounting.
It definitely is.
You got nowhere to put him right here. You expect a swing also, but you don't like the delivery.
The payoff pitch is driven, and Lincoln Cutshaw, who was halfway down the third baseline, had to duck out of the way of that one, or else that might have hit him square in the chest.
It's disappointing. You said Coach Willett was a shortstop.
Yeah.
Didn't look like it right there.
A pitcher only in college, so he's a little rusty.
Oh, okay. He's a PO. I got it. It's been a while since he's fielding.
Payoff pitch number 2 is lifted high by Cook. Out into center field. Ethan Carpenter doesn't have to move very far to grab this one. Bases left loaded. Jaden Cox slams to the door and gets out of the jam in the bottom of the second. Still 3-zip Buffaloes. We move to the third. This is Greene County Baseball on First Horizon, Greene Sports Zone.
When it comes to healthcare, no one wants to feel rushed. At Abundant Healthcare Clinic in Greenville, we take the time to listen, explain, and truly care. We're a nonprofit clinic backed by 60 years of experience from Evergreen Life Services. From sports and routine physicals to common illnesses and minor injuries, we focus on you, not the clock. Call 423-278-2501 to schedule your appointment today. Abundant Healthcare Clinic. We take the time. Others don't.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac? From Bachman Bernard in Greenville. Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money.
And once again, we welcome you back to Hal Buddy Pruitt Field. Second round of the District 1 AA tournament. One other game going on right now, and that is Unicoi and Johnson County. A score update in that one. Unicoi currently leads Johnson County 3-0, bottom of the fourth inning. They have got the bases loaded. Looking to tack on more. No outs, bottom of the fourth. Unicoi threatening to burst that one open. That's who the winner of this game will meet up with on Friday. The losers will meet in tomorrow's losers bracket elimination game from Northeast Credit Union Field in Elizabethton.
For the life of us, Jacob and I could not remember the name of it yesterday.
I think it's that. Northeast.
So it's what?
Northeast Credit Union.
And now we've got Eastman Credit Union Field up here in Greenville.
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of banks throwing some money.
Yeah.
To be
naming right partners
for our Tri-Cities ballparks.
Here's the 1-2 quickly. Crum throws one in on steals. It's fouled away. Carter ground out to third base his first time up. Unicoi has just played it two more. They lead it 5-0 over Johnson County at the bottom of the fourth. We'll check back in on that one here momentarily. Over here, 3-0 West Greene, as the away team playing on their home field has really flipped a script here early on. They played a couple of really good innings these last four. Their last two in that win over South Green last night. Despite the 5 errors, holding on to get the walk-off win. Crum hooks in a ball, upstairs, and it's going to be 2-2. Crum out of the windup here. The pitch fouled back into the mid of C, and it's a strikeout for out number 1. Now 5 straight Buffaloes sat down by Crum.
12.
Brandon Hunter.
Crum's dialed in now. It took him a minute to get going, but this is the Gavin Crum that we're used to seeing.
I know for me, I always hated that first inning. Everybody talks about the third way through the lineup. The first inning for me was always the worst because you're seeing the bulk of the order, the 1, 2, 3, possibly the cleanup batter. If you're starting an inning in the top of the first, just never really liked it. There's a feeling out process, especially when you're on the road on a mound that you're unfamiliar with. And Crum thought he was going to be pitching in Afton just 2 hours ago. But here we are a couple hours removed in Mossheim. So that's a big hurdle for Crum to overcome. And seems like, at least now, he's seemed to take advantage of these last couple outs. 2-0 the count on Brandon Hunter, the Buffalo third baseman, who busted this one open with that RBI base knock his first time up. We'll see a strike knee high, and Crum battles back in the count 2-1.
Good turnout tonight, too. Never do I really ever get to, pay attention to the actual stream and see who's watching and, how many views and comments we get and such, because normally I'm running production.
Yes.
So it's a lot different that you get to actually sit here and kind of monitor everything, but it's interesting, too, being on the Green Sports Zone page, actually. Who's watching.
Swing and a miss by Hunter, and Crum buries another breaker. Strikeout number 2 in a row. He's struck out now 3 of the last 5 batters he has faced, and he is retired now 6 in a row. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the third inning with Julian Greenlee stepping to the plate.
Looking at some of the ones in here that have joined us also. We've got Mark Bowles, former head coach here at West Greene High School.
I had thought about putting the Facebook chat up on the side. There's a way we can do that.
We don't have any comments yet. May have to here in a
Postseason
minute.
baseball, we got to make some adjustments. So
may have to bring another trivia question in
Yes. Well, you had one. We'll get to that probably next inning. With 2 outs here. Don't want to rush it.
Which one?
And run out of time. Greenlee pokes this one. Guess where? Right center gap. It's a base hit. Atchison going to chase it down. Feet from the Pine Needle warning track. The cutoff is not in time. It's a double for Julian Greenlee. The freshman reaches with 2 outs.
I was thinking of this the other day, too.
Now batting,
Have you ever seen a DH smaller?
No.
Have you ever seen a DH more sneaky?
Never.
He is so misleading, and because of his high production, you don't see DHs that small.
Mm-hmm.
But look what you just saw right there, the best hit ball of the day so far.
That one was piece. Much like that Jonan Bath, and West Greene, apart from their putouts, has yet to have a base hit on the right side of the field. Everything has gone to that right side. Everything has gone in shallow or deep right center field. Waved on and missed here by Aiden Willett, and it's quickly 0-2.
Speaking of attendance, is that Jimmy Bowman I see out there?
It is. He's out in left center, begging for a ball to be hit his way. He's out there, not necessarily sleeping.
Looking at who's at bat right now. He's got the best odds of getting one
The
out
giant, Aiden Willett, steps in from the right-hand side.
Left center's got to be a shot to get it out there. But
Willett just a junior as well. The 1-2 is lifted high towards left center. Atchison moving back. He will make the grab, feet from the warning track, and allowed out will record the final of the inning. So a double by Greenlee is all. We will move to the bottom of the third. Still 3-zip, Buffaloes leading despite the scares. Chuckey-Doak will send 2, 3, and 4. Ball, Sauceman, and C to the plate when we come back. You're listening to Greene County Baseball on First Horizon, Greene Sports Zone.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money. For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has proudly served the Tri-Cities with a personal touch, because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet repairs to full plumbing repiping, we have the experience and expertise to get the job done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect solution for your home. Our technicians stand behind their work and always leave your space clean and spotless. Looking for a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
Second round of the district tournament here from Hal Buddy Pruitt Field. Location, time change, moved. We've had a lot of hurdles to overcome here today, but glad you could join us here in the end on a Wednesday evening as the sun begins its descent here in Mossheim, Tennessee. A double by Julian Greenlee was all for the West Greene offense in the top half of the inning, and the home team on the opposite side of the field, Chuckey-Doak, will send 2, 3, and 4 to the plate here. Kipton Ball will swing through it for strike number 1. Ball, who flew out to right field his first time up, will dig in. Cox delivers. Ball hooks one right side again. This time it is Christian Hunter once again. This wasn't necessarily the athletic play he made the first time around, but good for an out nonetheless. One down, nobody on for Chuckey-Doak here, bottom 3.
9, Randy Sauceman.
I'm going to start moving my chair over towards the left a little bit because everything is being hit into right field today. The wind blows out to right at this field, but you can see the flags out there. It's really not blowing that much.
So we have seen 6 combined hits here between the two sides, and each of them have gone to right center field or right field. Everything else has either been put away or it's been a walk or a hit by pitch.
Not really seen many balls hit to the left side at all.
No, we've had
Aiden's did.
We had a fly out to left, a fly out to center, and we had a foul out and a pop out to deep 6. So 4 out of our, let's see there, 15 outs. That's just the outs, too. That's not considering the singles and the.
Yeah, that's to the pull side.
Yeah.
We've seen, 6 combined hits.
Another scare there as Sauceman fouls it back. It's a full count.
You just got to come to Mossheim more and just deal with it, because once you sit in that spot right there, it takes you a while to get used to those balls coming back at you.
Yeah. Cox delivers, payoff pitch. Sauceman is going to lift it right over the second baseman's head. Guess where? Right center. A one-out single for Chuckey-Doak, and they've got their second hit of the ball game. Again, for the seventh time today, out to the right. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Cooper C. steps in with an out.
Both times, too. Which this his first opportunity to even swing the bat.
C, one of those rare outs to the left side, a ground out to the third baseman his first time up. And a first pitch strike swinging on the Chuckey-Doak catcher. Cox delivering from the left-hand side. The southpaw finishes high. Bath throws back, looking to back pick, but nothing doing as Sauceman scampers back. So Chuckey-Doak would leave the bases loaded in the bottom of the second after a walk, a hit by pitch, and a single.
Johnny Painter said, "There's a fence between you and the ball. Don't jump."
Well, there's actually a fence and a netting.
There's two.
But
there's two sources of protection.
We're still scared. Johnny. Here's the 2-1. It's swung on by C, and the count is even. I feel like this is a major tilting point in the game for Chuckey-Doak, who's played stellar defensively, just hasn't done damage when they've needed to, and that's when they've had runners on. They've left 4 on base. They've had just 2 base hits. As Cox slides in the 2-2, just barely missed the shin. And the count fills up 3-2. So you feel the tide starting to shift here. Chuckey-Doak, if they can get C on and get 2 aboard with just 1 out, things could change. Cox delivers. C holds off just barely and will trot down the first base side. Home plate umpire steps out, makes it ever clear. No swing, and Cooper C will draw the walk. That's an incredible bat there by Cooper C.
One thing I was about to say about Cooper is on defense,
Coming
he's
to the
the
plate,
most protection.
Number 26.
Because he's a catcher.
Yeah, Palazzo.
When he's up to bat, I think he may be the only one without any protection.
So Coach Adrian Sauceman, down to our left here, is going to have a word with the home plate umpire. Jonan Bath pretty emphatically gesturing towards the home dugout, telling him, hey, we need to confirm that, I think. And you'd have the field umpire there, though he was behind second, so not the greatest look at it there behind the pitcher's mound. Very lengthy discussion being had here between Coach Sauce and the home plate official. The talk is over, and everybody stays where they were. Runners at first and second for Chuckey-Doak. An out and a power hitter stepping to the plate in Ben Palazzo.
I was going to say earlier, spoke about Jimmy out there in
Yeah.
left center. Aiden being at bat, of course, you would expect him to have the most power to send it out there.
Yeah.
A not so far behind second place candidate
That's
for that
right.
would probably be Ben Palazzo.
Definitely the 2 that I would have my money on if we had a home run derby here.
I don't know. Gavin Crumb's up there, too.
That is true.
We've
That
seen
is
him-
true.
We've seen him piece them
He's
up.
got the numbers. He's got the production. The 1-0 pitch is swung on, and that one came with some bad intentions.
I think
but
he wanted to do it on that one.
it will tie the count up 1-1. Jaden Cox comes set, a little slower moving at bat here, and Palazzo will foul one down for strike 2. Pretty good setup here at the Buddy in their home press box. By far the biggest, most luxurious in the county, the widest. That's including Greenville, too, like all the ones that we've been at
It's the
this
only-
season. Only 2 window one.
No, there's 2 others.
Cox misses low and in.
South Green and North Green.
I guess we
are 2 windows.
We hadn't been up there yet.
But this one is also the most spacious out of those. South Green actually has a closet in there, so if you sit in that other one, you don't have much room behind you. This does look like a closet behind us. I can kind of see it.
Yeah. Got all the
Squared up.
decades of
Jerseys
West
back
Greene
here.
uniform combos, which I'm a fan of. Need to get the ones they're wearing off. Black and navy blue do not mix.
You don't like the contrast there.
Jaden Cox comes set out of the stretch here. The 2-2. Palazzo eyes it. That's a close one to take, but it's a ball inside, and the count is full, 3-2. Big-time pitch on the way. Cox delivers. It's a breaker away, and the bases are loaded for a second straight inning. Back-to-back walks following the Sauceman single, and the Knights have a foot on every bag with just one out here in the bottom of the third. Guess who's up to the plate? Gavin Crum.
And how big would this be for him also? I mentioned it with Jaden in the first inning, but you're the pitcher, and now you have the bases loaded with an out.
Cox starts Crum with a fastball high. It's a strike.
You could really help yourself right here by driving in some runs.
Yeah. You talk about that run support. Whenever you're on the mound, Crum, the team's leader in home runs. He's certainly done it a time or two this season. Did it in game one between these two on March 30th when they first met back in Lower Afton. A 6-5 Chuckey-Doak win thanks to a walk-off solo homer by Gavin Crum. Here's the 0-2. Crum waves and misses. Jaden Cox will strike him out for a second time. And there's 2 outs with the bases loaded. Lincoln Cutshaw, what can you do?
Now batting, number 1, Lincoln Cutshaw.
We need to play our favorite game.
Great in the walk-ups?
Yeah.
Well, we just heard Fetty walk. We've heard, I mean, is he making a comeback here? We saw him multiple times in that Greenville-South Green game, I think, and then one other maybe.
Fetty Wap and
Cutshaw fouls one back.
I think Braxton Lowe's is Lil Uzi.
Yeah. Cutshaw drew the walk, his first plate appearance. 2 outs with runners on every base here. Big time spot. Cox delivers the 0-1. It's going to cross the outer black, and it's strike 2. Cutshaw digs in. 0-2. Middle infield playing back. The delivery is upstairs for ball 1. Cox wasting no time, puts that left foot back on the rubber and turns his attention back to Cutshaw. He'll slide home. This one way outside. Bath has to slide to keep it in front of him, and it's 2-2, all tied up. Major turning point potentially if Chuckey-Doak can scratch their first run aboard here in the bottom of the third. Jaden Cox comes home. It's a breaker, and it is lined right side. It's out of play. You keep that one it's 15, 20 feet to the left. That one might kick up some chalk, and you might bring in 2 or more. Here's the 2-2. It's lifted up by Cutshaw into shallow center. Carpenter makes his way in, sliding to make the grab for out number 3. Chuckey-Doak will leave the bases loaded for a second straight inning, and West Greene can wipe the sweat off their brow. Still 3-0. We move to the 4th as you listen to Greene County Baseball in the district tournament on First Horizon, Green Sports Zone.
Project needs power. Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric Supply.
Still 3-0. West Greene leading Chuckey-Doak in the 4th as we begin another inning where the Black Knights would leave the bases loaded. And for a second straight time, West Greene and Jaden Cox, despite allowing those free passes, they've allowed just the 2 hits, Tyler, yet Chuckey-Doak has left 7 on base in our 3 innings of work so far.
That eats at you.
Gavin Crum to lead off this inning with a strike on the outer edge to Bronson Brown. A 2 RBI single back in the first. By far the biggest, most momentous swing of the ball game so far. Quickly down 0-2. Crum will work and miss away on the off speed. Large senior contingent for this Chuckey-Doak baseball squad. Same can be said for West Greene. They've got 5 seniors as well, as Crum will miss on the fastball high. Just 4. Let's count Tuna in there.
Count Tuna.
Yeah, we'll get 4 players, but also senior manager for West Greene. But Chuckey-Doak senior laden.
Also glad that
the 2-2 swung right through, and it's another strikeout for Gavin Crum. And my goodness, as he found his groove,
number 4.
he is now sat down 8 of the last 9 batters.
Was Julian Greenlee the only one?
Greenlee the only one this previous trip through to get on base, and it was a double. The 0-0 is swung on by Christian Hunter.
Going back to Tuna, I saw yesterday he was helping clean the field off to make sure they got to play South Greene yesterday. And I saw that he's a big Nerd Gummy Cluster fan. So when I went to the concession stands today, I was worried that he might eat all of them. So I'm glad that he at least left one in there for me.
Hunter eyes one outside for a strike. It's 0-2. An update on the Unicoi County-Johnson County game after this pitch. Gavin Crum out of the windup. Kicks, delivers home. Hunter fouls it away. Unicoi County has taken a 10-0 lead, Tyler, in the bottom of the 5th. A game that started, it was a 1-0 Unicoi lead entering the 4th. They played at 7 in the bottom of 4, now 2 in the bottom of the 5th. Still just 1 out there from Unicoi County. Another miss inside here. It's
you almost feel
1
like
and
it's
2.
always just a matter of time.
With them especially. An offense as powerful as theirs, for sure.
Chuckey-Doak found that out in Irwin.
This is softly hit right up the middle. It kicks off the mound. Cutshaw charges and makes the play. What a sequence of events there by the senior shortstop, Lincoln Cutshaw. And there's 2 away here in the top of the 4th. That is such a good play by Cutshaw. The awkward bounce, a slow roller. And Christian Hunter, after we already seen him out in the field, got a pretty good speed about him.
A lot
got
of
good speed.
Yeah.
They can make that play a lot more difficult as he did there, as Ethan Carpenter will step up, the hero from night 1 of the district tournament, as he will check swing, and they'll appeal down to first. He did not go, and it's 1-0. Carpenter, by the way, heading to Bryan College to play his collegiate career. Going to sign his letter of intent here shortly. Join his sister, Madison, who's already there at Bryan.
Huh. You don't see that every day.
Ball missing low and away here. It kicks off the foot of C.
I think it bounced off of C's foot and both of the umpire's feet. Because it ended up behind the batter.
Crum out of the windup. Here's the 2-0, looking to get back in the zone, and he will. It's 2-1. The loser of this game goes on to face the loser of that Johnson County Unicoi game on neutral grounds tomorrow from Elizabethton. Strike call here. That game also, Tyler, just the entire bracket just makes me scratch my head. That game's going to be played at 5 o'clock before the 2 0-1 games. Make sense. Gavin Crum making a lot of sense right now. His second strikeout in a row, and he has retired 2 of the last 3 by way of the K. Black Knights retire the side. We move to the bottom of the 4th. 8-9-1 due up for the Knights as the lineup turns over when we see you again. This is Greene County Baseball in the district tournament on First Horizon, Greene Sports Zone.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your need. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
Well, the rally caps are on for Chuckey-Doak. They trail 3-0 as we enter the bottom of the fourth inning. We're halfway through it. A game that was initially scheduled to play from Lower Afton at 5:30, pushed back to 7 o'clock here from the Buddy. Fielding conditions much more favorable, as Coach Shossman learned after that monsoon came through. He was on the phone with somebody here at the field. They said, hey, we're ready to go. They've got the turf batters area. The entire other playing surfaces, it's non-artificial. As Braxton Lowe will put the first ball he sees high in the air, right side infield. Carter Stills moves in, gloves it for out number 1.
That was Ashley.
Now batting, number 99, Dom Atchison.
Oh, was it Jay?
There you go.
See, even when Jay always.
Yeah, always making an appearance.
Jay always finds ways to make himself.
That's an impact player. Atchison sees one low in the dirt. Now, safe to say there were efforts made over at Chuckey-Doak. They dug 3 separate irrigation tunnels out on the infield, outfield lip. And they took some pretty big chunks with those shovels that they were digging with. And it's very unfortunate that that game was not played because all that is for naught. Atchison with a swinging bunt here. Bath fields it and makes a really difficult play look easy. 2 outs, nobody on.
I know you're not from Mossheim or West Greene, but do you know the famous Jerry quote?
I do
Now
not.
batting, number 5, Shane Cook.
Cheer up, boys. It's almost Friday.
I had to start using that.
And it don't matter what day you use it on, because you are 1 second closer to Friday than you were 5 seconds ago when I said it.
That is true. Cook will line one, but it hooks foul. And it'll bounce all the way out towards the bullpen down the left field line. Knights have gone quietly here in these last 2 batters, but the lineup turns over to see its 3rd trip through. Cook lifts one underneath it, high in the sky, left field, and it's caught by Eli Brown. First put out of the game for him, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3, the 2 teams share quick innings, and we're headed to the 5th. West Greene still ahead 3-0 as we listen to Greene County Baseball here in the district tournament on First Horizon, Greene Sports Zone.
Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
10.
A 7-pitch inning for Jaden Cox. It's the Buffaloes out of the 4th unscathed. Just 2 hits, no runs allowed, despite Chuckey-Doak leaving 7 base runners aboard. They've left the bases loaded twice. They have still yet to scratch one across in the bottom half. Crum still on the hill as he will fire in again. It's a first pitch swing by Jonan Bath, but it's foul. He's 1 for 2 with a ground rule double his first time up. And Bath has got the type of wheels. If that ball is just ruled an ordinary double and it hits off the fence, say we're Chuckey-Doak, that could turn into a triple.
Yes.
The kind of speed that the West Greene catcher possesses. Crum out of the windup will throw one in. It's a breaking ball, nearly clipped Bath on the shoulder. And he will dig back in. Crum nonchalantly out of the windup. This one is driven off the bat of Jonan Bath. And we've got our first hit of the day in the left field. A leadoff single And Bath has had 2 base knocks here today. This one gets the Buffs on board with no outs to start the 5th.
He was swinging a hot bat earlier in the season also. I'd like to see a spray chart for him because you've seen him hit a ground rule double over the right field fence, and then that one right there goes over Kipton Ball and kind of hugs the left field line. So it doesn't matter whether he's early, whether he's late. He always finds a way to get it down in fair territory.
Crum had retired 9 of his last 10 batters before that Bath single. And he will start on Cox here. This one is bunted left side, pushed into the glove of Ball. He'll make the throw on the run, but it's no good. It's off. And then they're going to send Bath from first to third. The throw back to Crum is applied with the tag, and the first out is recorded. They'll essentially trade places, but Joan and Bath a little too aggressive there on the base pass, being waved to third. If that gets through and he gets underneath that tag, we're talking about a first and third situation there with no outs. Coach Willett will make his way out onto the field. I believe he's going to appeal maybe base runner interference here with Cox down the first base line. Perhaps that's something he's got to check here. And maybe it's a pitch count issue. Crum is at 72 now. Now the pitch count limit, if you want to stay on 2 days rest, is 75. So it looks like he's going to ride his starter at least one more at batter.
If you can get a double play right here, that would be big, because then you can actually mull over the decision in the dugout.
So today's Wednesday. You save him on 2 days rest, he'd be able to pitch in a championship game on Saturday. You take him past 75, you've got to have 3 days rest, and then you're into the if necessary game on Sunday, and you're asking for a lot of things to happen for you to see Gavin Crum again in this district tournament. One pitch has gone by here. It's ball 1. So that's the 73rd pitch. We'll see if Coach Willett will take it directly to 75. We've seen that 75 number become a little important in district tournaments of years past. This finishes away by Crum. It's 2-0. The pitch count at 74.
Pitch count is always interesting. We've seen it come into effect in many ways, in many games, in many scenarios.
This is fouled back off the fence, and Coach Willett, you can tell he's fighting with it there in that home dugout, and he will make the move.
That's it, yeah.
And this is a move here that sets yourself up for a potential championship game, but you pull your starter, your ace, typically pitches day 2. It works out if you get the win today and you make it to the championship. It doesn't work out in every other scenario, so maybe we won't have a pitching change here. Coach Willett has not made a sign that he's going to go for the change. We had someone warming down in the right field bullpen. He has since walked in, and he will grab the ball here for Chuckey-Doak. So a pitching change in the top of the 5th. Gavin Crum's day is done, and this will drastically change things for Chuckey-Doak here in the district tournament. We'll take a break. Coming back, we'll tell you about the new Chuckey-Doak arm when we continue. Top of the 5th, 3-0 West Greene leading with an out and a runner on first. This is Greene County Baseball in the district tournament for your Bachman Bernard Game of the Week, presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
In Greenville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference. At the Main Brand Hair Company,
We wrangle your tangles.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside, or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now, get it straight from our doors to yours.
Value every day, Food City.
A major move made here as we start the top of the 5th inning. Gavin Crum, who started this game, through 75 pitches, is taken out here as I seem to have lost my pencil.
I think it fell into the abyss.
Oh, thankfully I've got a backup here. But Gavin Crum is pulled here with an out and a runner on first, top of the 5th inning. Pretty efficient day, honestly. 75 pitches for Crum as Carter Stills will swing on the first pitch that he sees from the relieving arm of Caden Bowers, the sophomore right-hander out of the bullpen. And there's 2 outs with 1 aboard here for West Greene. Another score update in district tournament action, though. We know who Chuckey-Doak and West Greene will face regardless of the outcome today. Unicoi County has won 10-0 over Johnson County. Colby Jones throws a no-hitter, and Johnson County commits 5 errors as the Unicoi County Blue Devils run rule the Johnson County Longhorns 10-0 in 5. That's something we can all get behind. Not sure if they're going to allow any cancellations this year. Certainly a point of contention in last year's tournament. But who knows? Maybe there is a softball game to be played on Friday. Maybe they were gunning on playing Saturday instead. It's 0-1 here with 2 outs. Bauer slides home. A breaking pitch. Lined right side by Hunter, and it is foul by just a few feet. That one almost assuredly scores the runner at first base.
Yeah, Cox was already around second base, too, before that even landed. He could have walked home if that landed fair.
So Chuckey-Doak and Johnson County, if the Black Knights were to lose, West Greene and Unicoi County, if the results hold in this one, would be on Saturday. The losers bracket games both being played tomorrow from Elizabethton in the District 1 2A bracket. But still a couple innings left to decide it. Chuckey-Doak with 9 outs left to play. Bowers, the towering righty, fires in the 0-2 fastball, and it's fouled away. Brandon Hunter just barely surviving in this at-bat. So a bunt single by Jaden Cox following that leadoff single by Jonan Bath. Bath would be gunned down on the base pass trying to stretch it to 2 to third base.
Which I don't fault him for. Third base was left open. I think he's trying to make an aggressive decision there, not seeing anybody covering the bag. But you got to give credit to Kipton Ball right there, too. Beating him back to the bag right there.
Yeah, that's a heads-up play.
Seeing what he's going for.
It's 2 high IQ baseball players, I'll tell you that. Brandon Hunter now has fouled 3 in a row, and it's currently 0-2. Caden Bowers looking to get out of this inning for Chuckey-Doak. Will a decision pay off for Coach Willett? The 0-2 is bounced just shy of home plate. Cooper C. has it fall out of his mitt as Jaden Cox will steal second base. And West Greene has a runner in scoring position here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. 50-50 partisan crowd here on a Wednesday afternoon. Pretty good showing here on the second day of district tournament action. The 1-2 by Bowers is swung in, driven up the middle. Lowe can't get to it. Cox is waved around to score from second. The throw by Atchison up the line, and it's 4-0 Buffs. Hunter will take an extra back and then some. He'll trot all the way to third base, and Brandon Hunter with an RBI single plus 2 bags after the Chuckey-Doak error. This game is completely different. It's 4-0 West Greene.
And that's what's so crazy about baseball, too. You don't know when things are going to change. West Greene goes up 3-0 in the top of the first, and they've been quiet since then. 2 outs, 2 strikes. I don't know if he took a ball that hole at bat right there. It just kept fouling off and fouling off and fouling off. Found one, hit right at Caden Bowers. Caden ducks, doesn't get his glove up in time, and it goes up the middle. And then after an error, you're on third base now after driving home an RBI with another hit right here by a player that we've saw pieced up the best one today. It could be 5-0 and moments away again.
And in a game as low scoring as this one has become, you feel like that one run just makes it feel all that much more out of reach. Just 2 hits for Chuckey-Doak today, and not a lot of offense either side, but West Greene has had the runs put up.
And it sort of felt like the South Greene game last night. South Greene scores 3 in an inning, then adds another to go up 4-0. That's when West Greene made the comeback, so you're wondering, will Chuckey-Doak do that after going down by 4? But those runs are ever so important.
The 0-2 just misses for a ball inside. Julian Greenlee up to bat. He's 2 for 2, a single and a double today.
And
the
I think
freshman DH.
to put more emphasis on the parallels between both games, I think South Greene stranded a runner on third after scoring that 4th run too.
Bowers out of the windup. This one misses behind Greenlee. Hunter's going to steal home. The play at the plate, not in time. Buff scratches second aboard. It's 5-0 here in the top of the 5th inning. Another error in another form in a wild pitch that allows another run to come in.
He didn't even have to put a bat to the ball there.
2-2 count for Greenlee. The run on the RBI single by Hunter would have scored regardless, but the error moved Hunter from first to third, essentially. And you look at that error, the only error of the game, mind you, very differently now because that allows Hunter to score on the wild pitch to make it 5-0 West Greene. Essentially now a 2-possession game. The payoff pitch is upstairs. Ball 4. Greenlee draws the walk after falling behind 0-2 in the count.
Number 18.
I think this is going to be the point to make every time Aiden Willett steps up to bat as he comes up here with 2 outs, but such an interesting prospect.
Yeah.
I think his biggest upside is obviously
towering foul ball hit out on the first pitch.
Power. I think that's his obvious potential upside, but
he plays football?
No.
Why not?
Take that up with him.
Kid looks like Max Crosby out here, swinging a baseball bat. Caden Bowers kicks and delivers. Outside called strike.
His biggest upside is power, but I'm not going to say his downside, but just the spot that you want him to perfect is just his bat-to-ball skills. If he can barrel them up with the power that he's got.
The 0-2 looked at by Willett. It's 1-2 with a runner on first, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. And again, the damage comes with 2 outs. West Greene plating their 4th and 5th runs of the day with 2 outs recorded. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bowers slides home. It's bounced in front of home plate. Another wild pitch, and this allows Greenlee to speed into second base.
Again, I beg the question, how much more interesting does the game get now? Because Greenlee's really he drew a walk.
Yeah.
He just advanced to second on a passed ball. Now you're, again, 1 pitch away from
breaking ball, called strike 3 looking. And Bowers gets the Knights out of a jam, but not before West Greene scratches 2. Back-to-back singles to start by Bath and Cock, and an RBI base knock by Hunter, coupled with a couple of Chuckey-Doak errors, and it's a brand-new ball game as we head to the home half of the 5th inning. It's 5-0 Buffs. This is Greene County Baseball on First Horizon, Green Sports Zone.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hardworking equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
Well, the first errors of the game come in during the top of the fifth inning, and they prove costly. 2 runs by West Greene. They do it on 3 base hits. They leave 1 on, but they take a 5-0 lead here as we move into the bottom of the fifth. So now's the time of the game, Tyler, that I typically count the outs. Chuckey-Doak held to just 2 hits so far, down to their final 9 outs here in these last 3 innings. They are the home team, technically, so they will bat last here.
And in the game of baseball, too, I think when it gets down to those last 9 in high school, the 5, 6, 7 innings, and then in
ball hits just square into the glove of Cox on the hill. He will glove it, make the throw, and field the position well to record out number 1.
In college and the major leagues, it's 7, 8, 9. But when you get down to those last 9 outs, that's when you start sweating a little bit.
Yeah. Now 8.
When you get into single digits right there, you can't really play with the outs like you can. I mean, of course, you get into these situations and you start playing situational ball. Like if you get one on first in the 7th inning, do you bunt to move him to second, trade a base for an out, and things like that. But, yeah, when you get down to those single-digit outs, that's when you get a little tight.
Randall Sauceman steps in with an out, nobody on, sees a strike outside. Another offering by Cox will bounce in the dirt and tie it up 1-1.
He's had a good day so far.
Hit by a pitch and a walk so far in the 1st and 3rd inning. Or a hit by pitch and a single, excuse me. One of just 2 Chuckey-Doak base hits here on the day. Jaden Cox, you're flawless when it's come to that.
He's had a busy day in the outfield, too. He's had a lot of things hit his way.
Breaking ball is missed for a ball. West Greene is out, hit Chuckey-Doak 8-2 as Sauceman is sent down on strike swinging. Jaden Cox reaches back and pulls the string for another strikeout and out number 2.
Now batting is number 6, Cooper C.
Overall, Jaden Cox's 5th punch out of the day, and he's a guy where he started the last inning. He threw just the 7 pitches in the 4th, but he still had 82 starting this inning.
I reached
so he
over.
was past 75. There was no discussion whatsoever, like we saw from Coach Willett, to save him for a potential championship start on Saturday.
Over, look at your tablet right there to check how many pitches he had been at, and once I saw, I don't know what number it was, but I saw an 8, and I said he's done. Just let him ride.
It doesn't feel like it's been that much either.
No.
He threw 28, I believe, in that 1st inning. Out of the windup, the 0-2, swing and a miss by C. Back-to-back Ks will get the Buffs out of the inning. Now 6 left to get to advance. District tournament action continues as we move to the 6th. Still 5-0 West Greene leading here from First Horizon Green Sports Zone.
When it comes to healthcare, no one wants to feel rushed. At Abundant Healthcare Clinic in Greenville, we take the time to listen, explain, and truly care. We're a nonprofit clinic backed by 60 years of experience from Evergreen Life Services. From sports and routine physicals to common illnesses and minor injuries, we focus on you, not the clock. Call 423-278-2501 to schedule your appointment today. Abundant Healthcare Clinic. We take the time. Others don't.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money.
Hello and welcome back from Hal Buddy Pruitt Field. We move to the 6th inning of play. Second round of the District 1 AA tournament, Chuckey-Doak and West Greene. We know who these 2 teams will face, this being the only matchup yet to be decided, and that is Chuckey-Doak and South Greene here tonight. Unicoi County run ruling Johnson County in 5-10 behind a Colby Jones no-hitter. They're into the, and Tyler, I want to call it the winner's bracket semifinal. I think that's what I'll stick with. Moving Johnson County to tomorrow's 0-1 matchup, potentially if Chuckey-Doak were to lose here today, they would match up with Johnson County tomorrow at 5 o'clock in a matchup of the 2 and the 4 seed. And you look back at that matchup a few weeks ago, Chuckey-Doak and Johnson County, how important is that one? Because if Chuckey-Doak were to lose that game, were to have lost that game, I guess I could say, they would have played Johnson County tonight instead of West Greene. Now, West Greene would have had Unicoi County first had they knocked off Happy Valley.
And going back to what you mentioned also, it's weird how this bracket is set up. You can't ever really say in the semifinals because what are the semifinals? But
Bronson Brown going to roll over on one, send it to shortstop. Lincoln Cutshaw will put it away easily for round number 1. Go ahead, though.
That's why regular season games matter so much.
Yeah.
I mean, you just think it's just a conference game.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I mean, you can't even drop one of them because
now batting.
Look at West Greene earlier this year, losing to Happy Valley. Johnson County losing to South Greene. Like, there are so many upsets throughout the year. Almost saw South Greene upset West Greene last night. A lot would classify West Greene beating Chuckey-Doak tonight as an upset, knowing that Chuckey-Doak swept them in the regular season.
Yeah. And if you're West Greene, you look at that matchup, that outcome, Chuckey-Doak wins. I think if I'm Coach Willett, I might feel a little slighted thinking, well, teams think that they have an easier matchup in the 2 seed, us, than Unicoi County. We're right with each other.
Yeah.
Aside from 2 innings in our 2 matchups, we were neck and neck with Unicoi County, just a run really separating the 2. So I might feel a bit slighted, but here we are, into the top of the 6th inning, and West Greene's ahead 5-0, 1 out, nobody on. And jumping out of the way of this one, the pinch hitter will move on his way to first base. That's Malachi Blair, the junior, wielding the bat in place of Christian Hunter. And it's a hit-by pitch to start the 6th inning.
Now
after the ground out by Brown, and we'll have Christian Hunter back in to run for Malachi Blair.
Something I noticed, I didn't say anything about it just because sometimes this happens, but he had that infield hit earlier that was thrown out at first.
This is looped into right field off the bat of Ethan Carpenter. Randall Sauceman will make the play for round number 2.
He runs out through first, and he looked like he limped a little bit. I don't know what the injury
Blair?
was, but no.
Or Hunter.
Hunter. And that's why I think Hunter didn't bat right there. Well,
he's on the base pass.
He's running
yeah.
Now
I don't know.
Number 10.
I don't know.
Maybe
Some decisions made throughout the course of this season, Tyler, have.
No, I'm not faulting Coach Sauceman.
I'm not saying it's a Sauceman thing. It's been an every game thing.
I'm not faulting him. It's one that I'm.
Because you don't have that switch in college, so I'm used to watching all that, and you come to high school and you see him just switch back and forth on the base pass primarily. It just catches you off guard. Jonan Bath here with 2 outs and a runner on first. He's had a uber productive day, 2 for 3 with a double. First pitch nearly clips the black jersey as he steps out of the way of ball 1. Caden Bowers, the sophomore reliever, in for Chuckey-Doak after Gavin Crum goes right up to the limit to put him at 2 days rest at 75. On the ground, right to shortstop, and Lincoln Cutshaw will flip it up to second to get the lead out. 3 outs, and we're headed to the bottom of the 6th. Buffaloes needing 6 outs to advance to the 1-0 game tomorrow. That's when we continue. Chuckey-Doak will bring 5, 6, and 7 to the plate when we return as you listen to Greene County Baseball on First Horizon, Green Sports Zone.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money. For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has proudly served the Tri-Cities with a personal touch because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet repairs to full plumbing repiping, we have the experience and expertise to get the job done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect solution for your home. Our technicians stand behind their work and always leave your space clean and spotless. Looking for a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
Well, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. 5-0 West Greene. We have played 5.5 innings here from the Buddy on a Wednesday night. Twilight, a point of discussion earlier on today. back at headquarters. But anyways, the dim light starting to fade past the horizon. A picturesque evening for some baseball. Other than the rain that we saw blow through here earlier on, you couldn't tell by the way the field looks. We've had a very pleasant evening to watch this second round of the district tournament. Jaden Cox is still out there to start his sixth inning of work, and if you're Coach Sauceman, you just do this. You say, hey, the ball's in your court. It's in your hands. You finish this out for me. You know, my stud to start the district tournament, essentially after getting that win last night. You're in the 1-0 game here today as Ben Palazzo leads off and sees the ball low.
Just don't go over the limit.
Yeah.
We've seen that happen before in this exact game, actually.
Yes, we have. Maybe the bracket was a little bit easier to follow back then. The 1-0 is upstairs for a ball.
The only time I've ever seen that since the pitch count was implemented.
75, important number, so I'm told. Palazzo eyes one low. It's 3-0. Cox has struggled a bit with the walks and the hit-by pitches here today. He has walked 3, has also hit 2 other batsmen. The 3-0 pitch to Palazzo is center cut for a strike. Palazzo so far today, a walk and a strikeout, due up for a third time. Breaking pitch on the ground left side, it's foul. And Hunter will kill it dead to fill the count up.
We had this conversation. I have this conversation often, actually, and it's always an interesting one.
Payoff pitch, swatted by Palazzo into left field, and that will fall for just the third base hit of the day for Chuckey-Doak. Ben Palazzo pieces one up, trying to start something here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
That's a big hit right there.
Now
it's a big way to start it, too.
Number 0.
That's big time.
When you get leadoff, I know you had a crazy stat at the beginning of the year with leadoff walks, but leadoff walks, leadoff hits, any of the 7 ways that you can get on base to start an inning, that's always big whenever you can put somebody on with no outs.
We got a pinch runner in for Palazzo. Hudson Cox, the sophomore, will sprint the bases, with Gavin Crum stepping to the plate. Crum 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts here today. Jaden Cox has got the better of him in their first 2 matchups. Meanwhile, you look at the other side of the coin. Cox is 1 for 3 against Crum with a single. What can you do here, though? All that can be forgotten in one swing of the bat. This is lifted high to center field. Drifting back and underneath it is Ethan Carpenter, and it's over his head. He misjudged it. It'll bounce out, hit the fence. Palazzo's pinch runner goes from first to third, and Crum will have the stand-up double, and the Knights have 2 in scoring position without an out.
Again, going back to what you said to begin, would you call it twilight sky?
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
I've never played here. I am not accustomed to this field, but it seems like sometimes at some fields there's a certain period every night where the ball just kind of disappears within the sky.
And you've got these 2 lights right here beside either part of the press box. You've also got a wind that's blowing straight out.
And that ball landed at the base of the fence, too.
Yeah.
Not surprised no one
and it
hit
kept carrying.
Yeah.
Kept carrying, and Carpenter just misjudged it to begin with. Now Chuckey-Doak with runners on second and third, no outs, and Lincoln Cutshaw, your 7-hole hitter, stepping to the plate looking for his first hit of the day. The Black Knights have doubled their hit total in the last 2 at-bats. It's nearly clipped Cutshaw.
God, and look at the parallels. Last night to tonight again. West Greene starts the 6th inning with 2 on first and second,
leading
no outs.
5-1.
Yeah, a little bit of a different score.
This one's up and away here.
It reminded me right there because Lincoln about wore that to load the bases.
Yeah. Does the home team have it in them for a second straight night?
2 balls right now. If I'm Lincoln, I'm being very selective right here.
Cox has just reached the century mark. 101 is swung right through for strike 1, and it's 2-1 on the senior shortstop.
Yeah, that's when you got to swing it.
It's a pretty pitch.
Yeah.
So a ball that was misjudged in the twilight sky here gives the Black Knights runners on second and third. They have left the bases loaded twice here today. This is now their, their 7th and 8th base runners in scoring position. Or excuse me, no, just their They're 5th and 6th in scoring position here today. The 3-1, poked to opposite field. It is caught by the right fielder, and the pinch runner is not going to tag up. They'll double him up at second base.
What just happened?
9-6. Crum was off the bag at second. The pinch runner doesn't tag from third base, and there is 2 outs and just 1 on. Oh, my goodness. What a mistake.
You go from thinking that
Now
Christian
batting,
misjudged
12,
that also
Braxton
to then a double
Yeah.
play within seconds.
That very nearly goes past Hunter.
Yeah, he had to lean back to get it too.
The 0-0 pitch is looked at by Braxton Lowe.
Good swing by
And Cox just didn't – I'm not sure if he didn't understand the situation or
No, that was
forgot to tag, but you tag all the way in that situation. Hunter
That
was
was-
going to second.
That was Crum.
No, the runner at third. That should be a tag
Oh,
and a
I
run
thought you were talking
scored.
about the runner at second. I'm sorry.
Lowe swings through the 1-1, and in the blink of an eye, Jaden Cox found himself with 2 runners on with no outs. There's now 1 on third with 2 outs, and he's a strike away from getting out of the inning, and all being forgotten. A 9-6 double
Going
play.
after that too, I mentioned how Lincoln needed to be selective. That's a good one to swing at.
It was a beautiful, piece
Beautiful
out
hit.
to right.
And it almost goes over Christian. Christian almost runs under it and then has to stop and lean back and reach back to catch it. And just great situational awareness and IQ right there to see the runner off second.
Lowe stays alive in the count. He will foul this one back.
Again, I'm still amazed at that. 9-6.
Yeah.
Two outs for Lowe. You almost wonder if they get him on right here.
Payoff pitch, swung right through. Jaden Cox allows 2 on with no outs, but pulls out the fire hose and puts out the fire. 5-0 heading into the final inning of play. Still 5-0 West Greene. The Buffs looking to survive and advance as we continue. This is Greene County Baseball in the district tournament here on First Horizon, Greene Sports Zone.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your need. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
At many dealerships, you get what you'd expect. Games, gimmicks, and shady sales tactics. At Gateway Nissan in Greenville, expect the unexpected. Low prices, convenient service, and a great buying experience.
Get our Gateway exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty.
No worries for life.
You deserve the unexpected. It's the #1 reason you gotta get to Gateway.
Shop online at gatewaynissangreenville.com.
Or take the super short drive down Highway 11E to Gateway Nissan in Greenville.
Well, 2 errors had in this game, both by Chuckey-Doak, but you'd like to think that base running mistake could very well count for an error. The Black Knights with 2 aboard to start the bottom of the 6th without an out, but a 9-6 double play would flip the script. Black Knights would not tag from third either, and it's still a 5-0 West Greene lead as we head to the 7th inning of play. Caden Bauer still on the mound, looking to close this one out for the Knights pitching staff. West Greene will send 2, 3, and 4. Cox, Stills, and Hunter to the plate. Here's we begin the 7th inning. Jaden Cox on the mound has been terrific. Up past a century, and his pitches thrown has allowed just the 4 hits. Shutout baseball through 6. He will check swing at this one, and it's 1-1. Count all tied up. West Greene 5 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They have left just 5 on base. Chuckey-Doak no runs on 4 hits. They have committed 2 errors and a very costly base running mistake through 6. If you're just now joining us, Unicoi County victorious over Johnson County 10-0 in the other winners bracket semifinal game. A no-hitter thrown by the Blue Devils as they would win in 5. Cox would lift this one up, shallow left center in that Bermuda Triangle, but fortunately for Chuckey-Doak, Lincoln Cutshaw able to navigate it and find it through this dark blue sky for out number 1.
Now anything that's into the sky, I'm wondering what he's seen.
And it's like even the outs, even the Hunter out, and even the cut shot out. It's like they're trying to find it. It's just it's hard to find.
It's getting darker now, so I think it will be easier to see it. But
yeah. And I kid you not, actually, it was Jimmy Bowman who brought this up to me earlier today at HQ. Big Twilight fan in his youth.
Okay.
Went and saw the movie in theaters in 5th grade, just to go to show you his age, I guess. Had to flex that one. But a big Twilight fan. Team Jacob, he told me.
You calling me old too? Easy.
Jimmy Bowman in attendance, providing some video from today's game. Get your full write-up and recap of today's game as well over on greensportszone.com. For all of your postseason baseball needs, you can check out our schedules. We'll keep you up to date. I have all the latest, especially late changes when it comes to start times and where games are being played, like today. It's 5-0.
Jimmy has moved.
He has. Starting to work here. It's 2-0. The count. 1 out, nobody on. Clutch Carter Stills 0 for 3 on the day. Looking to change that. Bowers winds one in. And Bowers is a kid, too. He's struggled a little bit with location at times this season. But if you talk about arm talent and the build, the potential that this kid has, I mean, it is through the roof. I'm very excited for this kid's future.
Freshman
in Afton. And especially when you consider that 8th grade class moving up. Talked to a middle school baseball player today. Check out middle school baseball, 17-0 as they start their region tournament tomorrow from Boones Creek. So a very talented crew rising up the ranks in middle school as Coach Willett will go and have a word with his underclassman reliever. Will we see another change here? There is action in the Chuckey-Doak bullpen. I believe that is Gavin Murray. And that's the end of the rope for Caden Bowers. We'll take a break, tell you about the new Black Knight reliever when we come back. Still a 5-0 ball game, top of the 7th with an out, and now a runner on. This is Greene County Baseball in the District Tournament for your Bachman Bernard Game of the Week, presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
In Greenville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
we wrangle your tangles.
At Food City, we make it easy for you to shop your way. Order online and pick it up curbside, or have it delivered straight to your door with Instacart or DoorDash. Nobody does food like Food City. And now, get it straight from our doors to yours.
Value every day, Food City.
Getting down to the end of the rope here, Chuckey-Doak's line will continue with Colin Bishop, the freshman right-handed pitcher. 5-0 West Greene leading in the top of the 7th. 1 out. Carter Stills, having drawn the walk, moves over to first base. Brandon Hunter, who's had himself quite the night. 2 for 3 with a pair of singles, a pair of RBI singles, driving in 2 of the 5 West Greene runs on the day. Additionally, Hunter has also come around to score 2 runs of his own, so he has scored or driven in 4 of his team's 5. That's production. Stills winds one in, and it's fouled away. Bishop. part of that young crop in that bullpen for Chuckey-Doak this season. That freshman and sophomore talent. Of course, the 8th grade class rising up the ranks as well. But the defending district champions, we knew coming in this was a veteran squad. They had a ton of talent. Of course, you enter in Unicoi County in a District 1 2A, and that provides another contender, probably the premier contender in the eyes of most, as this finishes away by Bishop.
Something worth noting also, we're talking about, advancing further into districts, but one thing you got to look at also is if West Greene wins, you're 1 win away from the region tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it would double if you lose to Unicoi County, but if you take care of business and you go beat Unicoi County and shock everybody,
punch your ticket.
You're into regions. Doesn't matter if you win the district championship or not, because you would automatically qualify by making the district championship.
For those unaware, unlike basketball, only the top 2 in the district tournament for baseball advance to regions as Brandon Hunter strikes out on the high fastball thrown in by Bishop. It's the first strikeout since Aiden Willett back in the 5th inning to end the top of the 5th. Julian Greenlee has reached every time he's gotten up today. A single, a double, a hit by pitch. A walk his last time up. 2 outs and a runner on first. He'll look to keep the inning alive for the Cardiac Buffs. Not sure if they'll be playing Saturday's game here, but who knows? It could get changed. From Elizabethton, if the results hold, it'll be West Greene and Unicoi County in the 2-win game, we'll call it that, from Northeast Credit Union Field, where the Elizabethton River Riders play their summer ball. For those familiar, the former Elizabethton Twins complex. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Looked at by Greenlee. Slider misses upstairs. It's 2-0. And Greenlee, you talked about it. You called him sneaky. You can tell the way he comes in and his approach, it's just like it's surgical in a way. The DH. The 2-0 pitch is lifted up foul. Palazzo moves over. He won't be able to make the grab. And Greenlee will see one more. It's 2-1. King Julian, as he is also known as.
I don't know who's making the.
That's pretty accurate Mort impersonations, whoever that is. Big fan of the Madagascars.
King Julian Morton Maurice.
Yeah. Bishop will toe the rubber. 2 balls and 1 strike with a pair of outs and a runner on first for the Buffalo offense. He'll slide home. This one is stopped by C. C will come back next year. He's just a sophomore as well, so that's another part of that sophomore class who's got a ton of promise. Kipton Ball, another sophomore in this Chuckey-Doak lineup, but you want to get the job done for your seniors here. For Crum, for Cutshaw, for Palazzo, for Atchison, for who am I missing?
Off the knob.
For Sauceman as well. For Murray. We joked before the game at Chuckey-Doak, we were like, Murray can just fly because he's got his pilot's license. He can just fly a helicopter over the field and dry it out. He said no. Helicopter a little bit too dangerous. He likes to stick to planes. That's a pretty cool thing to say. Yeah, I prefer driving planes. I prefer flying planes. Okay. I wish I had the choice. I think I'd like planes a little bit better too.
3-2, 2 outs.
Bishop comes set, delivers the payoff, and it's swung on and missed. Bishop comes in, gets out of the inning. Knights down to their final 3 outs when we return. Bottom of the 7th, 5-0 West Greene. This is Greene County Baseball on First Horizon, Greene Sports Zone.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hardworking equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
3 outs left to get. West Greene, can they hold on? Chuckey-Doak, can they complete another miraculous ending on the field that saw a walk-off win a night ago? The man who walked it off, well, he's on the mound to close it out for the West Greene Buffaloes. Ethan Carpenter, the senior right-handed pitcher, with that walk-off single a night ago, the heroics that they were, looking to close the game and shut the curtain on this Black Knight squad, who has been held to just 4 hits after 6 incredible innings thrown by the southpaw Jaden Cox. His final line, as we'll get to it here in just 1 second, 6 innings of work on 109 pitches, Tyler. 4 hits allowed, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks. Most importantly, no runs. That's all you need.
That's crazy, looking at who you're standing across from, too. I mean, this is a Chuckey-Doak lineup that we've seen that starts slow some games, but still figures out ways to score runs in bunches, and multiple times where they had the bases loaded or 2 in scoring position with no outs. And, man, Jaden and West Greene have found ways to shut that down.
A Chuckey-Doak team that got 5 off of him the first time they met as well. One of his less productive starts as Carpenter winds in the 0-1. It's swung on by Atchison. It's foul, and it's gloved by Hunter out of play. Atchison, Cook, and Ball, 9-1-2 as the lineup turns over. And we'll see the top of the order for a 4th time with Cook standing in the on-deck circle. The senior Atchison digs in to face the senior arm of Carpenter, righty on righty. He'll deliver the 0-2. Breaking pitch, lined up the middle.
Dangerous.
Kicks off the mound. It's
That's
a slow
dangerous.
roller. The throw is in time. Atchison is gunned down on his way to first base without a second to spare. As Bronson Brown, who came in on it a little late, able to get that throw. Not a lot of dispute coming from that Chuckey-Doak dugout, so I'm assuming the correct call over at first base.
It was bang, bang. And just seeing who's in the batter's box and as slow as that ball was rolling and as deep as Bronson was, you think that's an automatic hit right there. But Bronson did a great job at getting a beat on it and throwing it over there to first in time. But kind of a little surprised that Dom doesn't get the first in time to beat that out.
Carpenter winds in the 1-0. It's 2-0 on Shane Cook, who has flown out or flied out in consecutive at-bats. Carpenter, the opposite hand that we saw the Buffalo starter throw from as he misses away. Cook is way ahead, 3-0 in the count. That wind continues to pick up, blowing towards right center field. Almost all light has faded away here as we creep towards the 9 o'clock hour. Late night in Mossheim. A light that has been an issue at times for outfielders today. Carpenter throws in the 3-1. It's lifted by Cook, and Brown will sprawl out to make the grab for out number 2. Back-to-back plays by the shortstop, and Chuckey-Doak is down to their final out.
Now stepping to the plate,
Kipton Ball, hitless today.
I'm amazed at how well West Greene's played tonight.
And especially a day removed from a 5-error game last night.
Yes.
They have certainly flipped the script ever since that 5th inning. From the 6th inning of last night's game on, they have been playing really good baseball. I don't think they've allowed a run in the last
Jacob going to dispute
8 innings.
If the ball hit the ground?
I believe that's what the
I was wondering if it did.
About. To me, it looked like Bronson kept it off the infield dirt.
Kind of like the first play with Atchison at first base. Looked pretty bang-bang, 50-50. But West Greene, I mean, outside of the one error from Ethan Carpenter in center, you saw Ethan Carpenter.
And they will call it a catch. It's confirmed.
Once again, Kipton Ball.
It is an out. So 2 outs, nobody on. Chuckey-Doak down to its final straw in Kipton Ball. 0 for 3 today. The sophomore steps in, the leader in batting average on the team. We'll see a first pitch away. It's 1-0. Winner moves on. They'll play Unicoi County 5 o'clock on Saturday. Breaking pitch, just about hit ball in the back here. The loser moves on to face Johnson County tomorrow at 5 o'clock from Elizabethton. Carpenter out of the windup, throws in the 2-0. It's lifted foul. And that one will find its resting place in the pasture. Cow pasture, almost. Here's the 2-1. This will, I thought it clipped ball by the sound of it, but
that's two.
Two very up close and personal pitches to the sophomore ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Carpenter spins one in. It's dribbled left side. Guess who? Bronson Brown gloves it cleanly. The throw is in time, and the ball game is over. The Buffs do the unthinkable after the game location was changed. It's another home game, and it's sweet victory for West Greene here in the district tournament. 5-0 your final after a 4-hit complete game combined shutout by West Greene pitching. The Buffaloes crowd the pitcher just to the right of the pitcher's mound, and it is jubilation on one side and pure melancholy across the other end of the field. That's your final. West Greene 5, Chuckey-Doak 0. We'll take a break. Coming up, we'll wrap it up and tell you how it transpired. West Greene moving on. They'll face off against Unicoi County Saturday at 5. West Greene in the winner's bracket. Chuckey-Doak falls to the loser's bracket. They will face off against Johnson County tomorrow from Elizabethton at 5 o'clock. This is another installation of the Bachman Bernard Game of the Week presented by Tommie's Plumbing as you've listened to Greene County Baseball in the district tournament right here from First Horizon, Greene Sports Zone.
When it comes to healthcare, no one wants to feel rushed. At Abundant Healthcare Clinic in Greenville, we take the time to listen, explain, and truly care. We're a nonprofit clinic backed by 60 years of experience from Evergreen Life Services. From sports and routine physicals to common illnesses and minor injuries, we focus on you, not the clock. Call 423-278-2501 to schedule your appointment today. Abundant Healthcare Clinic. We take the time. Others don't.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greenville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greenville, where we will save you money.
Project needs power. Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greenville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric Supply.
Well, we've got a ball game here from Mossheim. A first pitch that was pushed back 90 minutes. A location that was moved about 8 miles down the 8, 9, 10 miles, however you have it, down the 11E. 20 minutes away, and a caravan from Lower Afton to Mossheim after the postponement and the location change. And here we are at 9 o'clock on a Wednesday night, and West Greene pulls off the first upset of the district tournament. 5-0, a complete game, 4-hit bid after 6 innings of work from Jaden Cox and an inning to close for Ethan Carpenter. An error-laden Buff defense a night ago, Tyler, not the case tonight. A big goose egg in the ears, a defense that played great, a pitching staff that played great, and an offense that came alive when it needed to most. West Greene gets the job done tonight. They are moving on to the winner's bracket semifinals against Unicoi County on Saturday at 5.
And district tournaments are so crazy. You never know what to expect. You don't know what you'll witness. We almost witnessed a South Greene team come in here last night and dominate West Greene, and then you turn over a full 24 hours later, and we're talking about a West Greene team that dominated Chuckey-Doak, which I didn't think was possible. Chuckey-Doak is beatable. West Greene could beat Chuckey-Doak. We saw them almost beat them once this year, but Chuckey-Doak found a way to win, and then Chuckey-Doak dominated West Greene the second matchup, and Chuckey-Doak's won, I believe, 3 straight to my knowledge in the rivalry. Up to this
5
point.
straight.
Was it 5 straight?
Yeah, 5 straight.
So just knowing the history over the last few years, you think it's going to go in Chuckey-Doak's favor. Never did I imagine a West Greene shutout over Chuckey-Doak. Also didn't imagine that we'd play this game at West Greene. So may have a little bit to do with that just because it's so weird how this day has transpired. But for West Greene to just completely flip the script from how you played on defense yesterday, a West Greene team that just cracked 500 again on their overall record yesterday, and you beat a Chuckey-Doak team who kind of just ran through the conference outside of Unicoi. And for Chuckey-Doak, just a flat day, flat coming out. You give up 3 runs early. You can never get it going. You load the bases twice. You put runners on second and third with no outs. You have a blunder. Just a team that just couldn't figure out how to do anything tonight. Just couldn't score runs, couldn't get hits when you needed to. I think a lot of that had to do with Jaden Cox, though. Great job for him tonight. 6 shutout innings and helped West Greene tremendously tonight. I think if you have anybody else out there on the mound, you don't get a shutout. Just that's how crucial it is to have Jaden Cox out there on the mound. But that's pretty much my entire thoughts on everything. Just still kind of sitting here in disbelief that West Greene shut out Chuckey-Doak. More in disbelief again that we're here at West Greene, just knowing how weird this day's been. But we knew it would be a weird day with how the day started, but wow.
And a wild day, a wacky day, and for a second straight night here at Hal Buddy Pruitt Field, the Cardiac Buffs will reign victorious. Our final line, West Greene, 5 runs on 8 runs, no errors, and 6 left on base. Chuckey-Doak, here's a big one, no runs on 4 hits, 2 errors. They would leave 8 on base. They would leave the bases loaded twice in the second and third inning as they would be held to just 4 hits behind a 6-inning marathon pitched by Jaden Cox here today. He was really good after that third inning of work, allowing just the 2 hits and also striking out 7 in his total line, walking just 3, hitting 2 others, and allowing the 4 hits. And again, we mentioned Ethan Carpenter would come in to get the job done with the final 3 outs of the ball game. Chuckey-Doak in action, quick turnaround tomorrow. Johnson County in the losers bracket in a pair of 2 1-1 teams. Johnson County was no hit today in that loss against Unicoi County. And again, it'll be Unicoi County and West Greene coming up on Saturday at 5 o'clock. The remainder of the games here in the district tournament will be played from Northeast Credit Union Field in Elizabethton, the old Elizabethton Twins ballpark in the current River Riders complex. That is where the continuation of this bracket will be played. So the last game played here at a satellite site, supposed to be Lower Afton, it ends up being Mossheim, but it ends up being a terrific game, one in which the Buffaloes shine. They dominate through their star lefties efforts today, and Jaden Cox. I think that's where it begins. At the plate, Brandon Hunter was key for you as well, a 2-for-4 day with a pair of RBIs, scoring or driving in 4 of your 5 runs here today. Offensively for the Black Knights, nobody really that stuck out, right? Pitching-wise, Gavin did a good job bouncing back. He goes 4 1/3, striking out 5. Offensively, though, for West Greene, you have a couple guys with multi-hit days. Jonan Bath with 2 hits, Brandon Hunter with 2 hits, Julian Greenlee with a 2-hit day. Greenlee and Bath would both belt some doubles in, and other than that, it was just dominance on the pitching side of things. Again, holding a dominant Chuckey-Doak offense to just 4 hits. But obviously, you turn the page. Johnson County tomorrow. A lot of bad blood, not only with Chuckey-Doak, but I'd like to say the the rest of the district probably with a team like that and the history that they've had in the district tournament. Just call it like it is. They've got them tomorrow at 5.
Yeah, and it's a team that they I wasn't there to witness the game, and I won't say struggled to beat, but it was a close one-run game. I believe 7-6 was the final of that game last week when Chuckey-Doak beats Johnson County. So you put them away late in that one. And then you look at the game before, and you only beat them 7-4 at Johnson County. So it's a Johnson County team that can limit you in the runs department. And if you're Johnson County, I don't know how you feel because you look like, I don't know, I won't say you have Chuckey-Doak's number. Obviously, you lost to them twice, and you were able to kind of limit the runs. Don't know what Johnson County's mindsets are going into tomorrow's game for Chuckey-Doak. But for Johnson County, I said this once earlier in the season, and it was after West Greene beat South Greene at South Greene in basketball, and I said I would be scared to be the team that played South Greene tomorrow because I don't want to play a pissed-off Terry Hosey. I don't know if I also want to play a pissed-off Jacob Willett and the Chuckey-Doak Black Knights because after getting shut out today when you were supposed to play the game on your home field and now you've got to – play Johnson County in a winner-go-home scenario, and you're Chuckey-Doak now where you can't afford to lose one more game until you get to the district championship. And, it's a winner-go-home mentality, and I think Chuckey-Doak's dangerous in that department. So, obviously, looking at how the games have gone this year and knowing the coaching staff, I lean Chuckey-Doak's way a lot in that game. You have your number, I guess your 1A, 1B, whichever one you want to put him in. Lincoln Cutshaw still available, so you've saved him. So I favor the Black Knights heavily in that game with Johnson County, but for them, man, it's unfortunate because you can't afford to lose anymore, and you've got to win, I think, 2 more now where it was just 2 more before where you could afford to lose 2. I know that's confusing. It's always confusing when you get into district tournament time and how the formats are set up, and they always change every year, but, yeah, that's how it is.
All the county teams in action tomorrow with North Greene and Greenville beginning its district tournaments tomorrow, as well as Chuckey-Doak and West Greene. And South Greene also playing in its elimination game tomorrow at 7:30. Before that, though, Chuckey-Doak in a loser's bracket elimination game against Johnson County. Well, that'll do it for our first audio-only broadcast. A little different, it being the postseason. The regulation sent down by the TSSAA kind of limits what we're able to show, what we're able to stream, that being postseason games starting in the district tournament. And so transitioning from a video to audio-only setup is new for us, but I thought it went pretty well regarding the change from everything. It was a whole lot easier to set up, that's for one. So,
it was easier of a job, too. I don't really have to sit here the whole time and run production. So it was a much more stress-free, relaxing night.
Good job, partner.
Absolutely. It was a good one. I hope everybody listened the whole time. I don't know if you wanted to look at us and watch our reactions the whole entire time.
Put it in the back pocket and then just go to
one
work.
Thing I thought of, too, if we just stayed at Chuckey-Doak, do you know what the lights are at Chuckey-Doak?
Yeah.
The red?
Yeah.
We would
it's
have
just
looked
dark.
so menacing and so evil.
Dark.
If that game was played late with those red lights, we'd have looked like something off of Star Wars. But
time change, the schedule change. The Buffs got it done. 5-0 is your final. West Greene with 5 runs on 8 hits, no errors, and 6 left on base. Chuckey-Doak held to just 4 hits, no runs, and 2 errors. West Greene dominant today on defense with no errors for them after 6 or 5 in last night's wire-to-wire win. That'll be all she wrote from us. Stay tuned on our socials, greensportszone.com. I know Saturday will be an audio-only broadcast as well with Greenville baseball, likely in the district championship game of that one, perhaps the consolation game, but all that TBD over the next few days of district tournament play. Appreciate everybody on board here. For Tate Russell, Jimmy Bowman in attendance. You can catch all their work, our latest recap, a full write-up and photo gallery from today's game at greensportszone.com, as well as some video from tonight's win for the West Greene Buffaloes. For my partner, Tyler Nichols, I'm Matthew Palazzo, saying so long, good night, and God bless from Mossheim.